for speaking are indicated on the meeting agenda. While speaking, please maintain a courteous tone and avoid personal attacks. If you wish to lodge a complaint about the performance or contact of any town employee, please bring your concern to the attention of the town administrator, who will look into the matter and respond to you. As a courtesy to other residents and businesses, the council requests that speakers not use specific addresses or names of individuals when describing a situation or making a complaint unless a name or address is essential to an understanding of the situation or complaint. Note, the block is preferred over a specific address. Code enforcement and public safety issues should be brought to the attention of the appropriate department. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Jane, are we good on the Zoom? Are we coming up on Teams yet?
Yes.
Okay. How long will it take? Because I want to get some public comments. But what do you think?
I just can read these on.
Okay, I'll give it a minute before I say public comments. Who's gonna, but where are we? Oh, no. Excuse me, TA,
Yes,
is the air on?
yes,
Yes.
it is on. I can also check that. They did lock it. They locked it at 75.
Okay, he just opened the bin up there.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, you can call, but just give me a minute. Okay, go ahead, T. All right, so, we're good, Jay?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any public comments? Got anything, Jay?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay, Ms. Sherry has something?
Yes, okay. Where's the mic? For her.
Okay, so I could say, since this administration has taken over, I'm starting to see a lot of changes. And I'm glad to see that everybody is, to me, it seems like everybody's getting along. And since, but since the mayor has been here, and I'm not just saying this, I can truly say that I can see things are starting to move in Capitol Heights. And I'm just hoping for the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, what we have on here is, it says discussion of resolutions versus MOU for EIN used by outside party. Discussion, MOU to establish criteria. The reason I asked for this to be put on the agenda is because Councilwoman Anita did a lot of work to do the resolution. And I wanted to show her that courtesy. I thought we would have it, but we don't have it to read. But the reason I put it on here is because the resolution was fine. It's just that the resolution will not do anything for us to limit what the contractor or developer can do. So I need to know, do we want the resolution, which is just the guidelines under which the council can allow others to use the EIN number? Or do we want the MOU in place, which is a governing document and we can control the use of it? See that with the, according to the paragraphs in there already in their MOU. we can add that to it. We can put that as an addendum. But if we just use the resolution, the resolution is basically for us and how we will distribute or allow others to use it. It is not a control mechanism. So I'm gonna open the floor for everybody's thoughts. You started it, Councilwoman Nita. Do you want to put your 2 cents in, please?
And council, as far as the MOU, the MOU does govern exactly how we use it. It's a stronger document than the resolution is, as you stated earlier. However, I think a resolution should also be put forth with governing our the usage of it. So that's, when I put both of them together, I thought some of the language I put in there would identify the MOU, how it can be used, who can use it, and when it can be used, and then the resolution spelled out something else, the governing part of it, but it's up to does TA, do you have it?
The MOU? I can print it
And the
out.
rest of the resolution.
The rest of
Oh,
it.
you have both of them? Because I sent both.
Yes, I can print it out if you like.
Yeah, so the, no.
Mayor, you
no one-
said
no
we
one
didn't have any
received it until
attachments, so
TA
I'll find it. Do you want me to print it out now?
Yes,
You
please.
did an MOU?
No, you sent me that, remember you said.
Oh, no, she did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's what
No,
you
she
said,
didn't
that's
do
what
an
I'm.
MOU. She's saying she sent out the resolution, so yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
what
gonna
she
print out what she
That's
sent
fine.
out.
said.
Okay.
Okay. You,
I am.
Mayor Pro Tem?
Yeah, I would rather look at the, resolution first, so we can, make sure that we're all on the same page, because I know that the last conversation we had, we was gonna allow them to use our EIN number, but then they came back with asking for additional information like the tax ID, our audit information, and all of that stuff, and they wanted us to be the lead sponsors on loan or grant. And that's why I had a problem with it. But if we have a resolution in place along with an MOU stating that we will only supply our EIN number and what it is to be used for, then I don't have a problem with that. But I don't think we should need to be supplying financials, because when you start applying financials, you're going into a totally different direction. And I yield.
Okay, I was making yield to Councilwoman Ford, but respectfully, I'm saying we got 2 things here, and that's my fault. If we want to discuss the request for the $1 million loan from the town, take out a loan and then lend it to them for 0%, that's not on the agenda.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. So if we want to do that, we should have added it, but I can make sure we do it. That's no problem. But I just wanted to say right now, it's going to be the resolution versus the MOU, or if y'all want both. Councilwoman Ford, excuse me.
Thanks. Unfortunately, I have not received or read anything, resolution or the MOU. So, so that's what she's, I think that's what the TA is bringing for us. So I don't think we would have fruitful conversation.
Yes, please.
Yes, I don't think we would have fruitful conversation, not understanding what's even in the resolution. What the MOU.
I got you.
I do.
Okay, let me try to explain this again. The resolution, no matter what it says, is done, the way Councilwoman Nita did it, it's done to do a release of the EIN. The MOU, no matter what it says, will control how the EIN is used by the developer. That's the difference, no matter what the language is. That's what I'm trying to impress on everyone.
And the question,
So I'm gonna try to find it, and send it out to everybody, but she's gonna get it.
so your question is, do we want?
That's all I was trying to tell everybody. We can look at it, but I was just trying to say on the table is the resolution that's telling we're going to release it, all that. But it does not control what they do with it. It can't. It's a resolution that's out. It's our resolution for the town. And a resolution basically applies to the mayor and council. The MOU tells how we can control it with the memorandum of agreement of understanding through the developer. That's what I'm trying to say. If we want to control how it's used, we have to do an MOU.
I'm in favor of both, I was trying to say. If we're gonna do it, if you're gonna release that information, I'm in favor of doing both the resolution and the MOU. My understanding, the MOU will provide a little more details as well as the effective date when things end. And get a little more specifics. The resolution is just giving our authority to the contractor to use that information.
Like where you put it.
That was good.
Councilman Williams?
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. I read. It's simple. Anyway, I didn't my car. But I would like to speak for myself, I yield.
Okay, Councilman James?
Yeah, I think that the MOU should be driven by the resolution. So,
Jeannie, can you help me pass it out?
I feel I get a full understanding and I can't weigh in one way or the other. But I do think that the resolution should be put in place to support the MOU. But I still have to have numbers. But I don't know in particulars on how EIN number is going to support this. Whether or not I really want to fully engage with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Councilman Anita, thank you, sent this out. But my point is, I'm like, do we want to, first of all, we have to adopt the resolution.
Okay.
And do you need, I'm just listening to everybody, do we need a resolution to do an MOU? Because you really don't, you put it all in the MOU.
This is the other.
Because is this a one-time effort or?
Action.
See, the resolution is like if we're just gonna be doing the EIN number at carte blanche for people. I mean, and that's why you would do it. But if you're just doing this for this developer, you know, it's really an MOU, but,
Councilman.
yes, ma'am.
Council members, and you, as you see right now in front of you, the resolution, the draft resolution, that I put in place. And it is just curtailed just to Argos Penrose. However, MOU is a governing contract for us all over if he had to use, if we had to give it out again. It will have some of the language, but without Argos Penrose. So I still stand strongly, and I can draft an MOU. I still stand strongly on the fact that we do need an MOU in place for us in with regards to releasing our EIN number with some of this same language as to what and how they can use it. And then going forward, if another individual needs to use our EIN number or request to use it, we already have a governing document to support us.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to say, she sent this to everybody. I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Right here. Send to everybody. Everybody got it on June 13th. And she sent it and I responded to her about the MOU and she concurred and I figured we'd work it out, you know, once we got here. That was all on the, so it all went to everybody. On June 13th. Okay.
This isn't a resolution, though.
No, she sent it out. Thanks. June 13th, that's a resolution.
Okay.
Everybody. Right here.
I'm just having my phone out. It's what we have right here, it's what she printed out.
Oh, I don't.
So this isn't the resolution, this isn't resolution.
This is a resolution.
Where's the whereas, this is not a resolution. Just a document detailing.
Maybe I sent it around. That one was, I sent it.
No, you didn't. That was actually for the email. I copied out the email. You didn't send me anything because there was no attachment.
There was
That's the only
no
email. No, there was not. You can just check your email. You didn't send me an attachment at all. This is this was this was the printout from
No, okay.
the email. If you look at the email, it's exact same one, the two parts. I think that,
There's a
Councilman,
resolution. It's on the same email, I sent you.
what this is, what? Is that, what day is that? Cause this is the one I have, I look under Anita Anderson, and this is what I pulled up for EIN number.
Yeah, this is the same thing we have, which,
Yeah.
this is not the best, this is not a resolution.
No, it's not. But I thought I sent a resolution too.
I have Town of Capital's memo to Docs EI, and it's got the tax in the letter explaining what it is used for, right, and it says. And then we went on.
But I think that's her, saying that you guys are gonna work together to come up with
Yeah.
whatever input.
So maybe,
You did say
I
that
don't
in the
know,
email.
maybe it wasn't an actual resolution, but I responded to her and told her that we need to do an MOU. And it's, everybody got the same one email. So we're still back to that there, but I still appreciate that she did that was a lot of work she sent out to us. So the bottom line is, for our next meeting, because right now the date of the 26th or whatever is over, so they don't need the EIN number. They've gone somewhere else, which is not on the agenda. So at this point, do you want Councilwoman Anita to work with TA Ren on getting a resolution? Or do you want it to go to the attorney and get an MOU done? Yes, ma'am.
My input was to have both resolution and it, MOU.
Okay. Mayor Pro Tem.
That's a
Are
motion,
you
right?
for both, get both done?
Yeah,
So
Okay.
that's the motion is on the floor, right?
No, it's not really a motion.
Okay,
It's just a suggestion. What else we do, then we'll do the motion, we get the stuff.
got it.
Councilman Anita?
Just a quick question. Is there an exit clause in here just in case, God forbid, something might go
Right.
wrong? So we have an exit clause.
That can be put in the resolution
Okay,
as well as the
yeah.
MOU.
Safeguard the time.
All right, so,
I agree with this.
Councilman James.
You said step up.
Oh, okay, so that sounds good. So for the next meeting, council, can everybody agree? We'll put it on the next public meeting then?
Yes.
Whatever we have?
Councilwoman Anita.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you want me to turn this into a resolution and a draft MOU?
Yes, ma'am. The MOU is a legal document. If you want to do a draft, we can give it to him to edit if you want, that's fine too. That'll be cheaper for us, but it is a legal document.
Yeah, yes.
So-
I think that, okay, so for the resolution,
A TA.
yes, I will work with you on it,
Yeah.
and then for your review, and for the MOU, once we get it done, we'll get Mr. Farrar to look through
Yeah,
it.
she wants to work with you on both. Is that what you're
Of course.
saying? That's fine.
Look,
Yes, ma'am. Oh, you, I hear.
yeah, so my input was the attorney would to draft it and then the mayor and council would review
Yeah.
the MOU.
Yes.
But definitely, the resolution, Councilmember Anita would definitely be the one to. Thank
So-
you again.
Are you in agreement that she can work with her on both, but the attorney will be the final authority, or you just want the attorney to do it? What do you have on the floor?
Oh, that's,
Tim.
well, the final would come from the attorney.
Gotcha. Because you don't have a problem with,
I don't have a problem now with.
but you want the final, not from us, from the
Yeah.
attorney,
Yes.
because it is legal.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. We do the draft, and attorney reviews it, and then final say yes or no is by the council
No.
and the mayor,
Well, yeah, but we want the final on the MOU
by the
before
attorney.
it gets to us by the attorney.
Yes.
Right, because
But then-
it's a legal, it's a binding document.
And then, but with that said, once it's come from you, I share with mayor and council for you guys to approve.
Yes, ma'am. Okay,
Thank you.
all right.
It's just,
Something happening.
we still have something to do.
Okay, mayor and council per diem protocol. The reason I have this on here is not to throw daggers, but because I had to sign a check. And I was not. I thought about that and I said, I'm gonna sign it so that we don't have any issues down here in Ocean City. But there is no protocol in place that I know of that we do rental cars. And I wanted to bring to the council, is this something that I'm not aware of? And if a directive was given to you to rent a car,
It was
someone.
it was my own initiative,
It was your own initiative.
because I wanted to make sure that the members get to the
But-
facility necessary.
We can't,
So I'm sorry if I did that and I was inappropriate.
okay.
I would take it, I would take.
Let me give you, my role up here tonight is not to beat up anybody. I
Okay.
don't like that, period.
Okay,
But let me tell you how, to me, and anybody else, the government works.
sure.
The government works based on what we're supposed to do insofar as legislation is. That's how we work.
Mhm.
It's not just the mayor,
course.
it's not the town administrator,
Okay,
it's not the police chief, it's a body. That's why it's called government. Government by just the definition is plural.
mhm,
Okay, so when it was brought that a councilman had deviated from protocol, which is not really protocol, but had deviated and got a room that wasn't with the group, there was concern by some council members. That was a deviation for what we normally do,
okay,
okay? A deviation for a rental car that's a deviation from what protocol is.
okay,
Government does not pay for rental cars.
okay.
Now, I cannot tell you, I know private sector does.
Yeah, they do.
But please, we don't deviate from protocol.
Okay,
Per diem is based on hotel accommodations and mileage.
okay,
That's what per diem, that's what government per diem is. There's no per diem in there for reimbursement for a rental car.
okay,
So I want to get the council's take on what it is that maybe I'm not understanding. Because if we want to do reimbursement for rental cars, it should be across the board. And it should also be something that is agreed to based on what the government rules are, government rules that we can do for reimbursement of cars. You cannot just do something out the blue for one person that is not agreed to by the entire council.
okay,
The TA does not have that power.
of course.
So I just want to give this to the floor. Again, I'm not singling out anybody, but I'm saying protocol is protocol. And it should have been discussed with the council. Mayor Pro Tem.
I know one year when we were going to M&Ls, my car wasn't working and I asked for a rental car and I was told that I couldn't get a rental car because you should only be reimbursed for mileage. Saying that, I think in some instances, because this is a government training, I think that to eliminate all of this, maybe we as the council can come up with a per diem amount. And that amount would include if you need a rental car, if you need this, if you need that, it don't matter. But you have one standardized per diem, which everyone gets. And if you have to rent a car, then you would use whatever your per diem is to rent that car. And anything over that per diem, you are held responsible for. So that's only my conclusion. I yield.
Okay, I'll come back to that. Councilwoman Ford.
Yes, I also am in agreement with being able to rent a car for business associated with the town. However, I do agree that there should be some documentation in terms of how that protocol looks so that it is the same across the board. So I am in agreement with that, and government employees do rent cars when they are traveling.
I just wanted to make note that my whole purpose was because the whole purpose of MML is for the purpose of the town. So all the council member and mayor and all the staff are going there for the purpose of ensuring, learning for the betterment or the experience of betterment of the town. Therefore, I assume this is actually a work trip. It wasn't for leisure, it wasn't for pleasure. Therefore, you're right, in private sector, we do rent cars for members of our senior management, ensure that they are able to get to training or to their work engagement or for whatever purposes. But you're right, as a TA, I had no right to make that decision on my own. I should have consulted you, but since I did not do so, it is all on me and I apologize. It will not happen again. But with that being said, I did talk to the other TAs because there's actually a town administrator slash city manager association. So what they've done in various locations is that they do have a group per diem, which they allocate to their council members. And that amount can be used for whatever purposes they need to use it for. So they want to use it for not staying at the same hotel, they want to go elsewhere, that's fine. If they just want to sleep in their car, that's fine too. It's basically whatever is deemed appropriate for the person that the per diem is given to's decision. So I don't know if that's something that our town could adapt to or consider or put into our protocol to do. So that way you can use it for food if you want to. If you want to use it for hotel, that's fine. If you want to use it for rental car, that's fine. It's whatever purpose that's needed for that, for the trip, for the work trip. I don't know if that's something you will consider, but I'm just gonna lay it out there to see if that's a possibility.
And that's fine.
Okay,
But we're going back to what the discussion is.
okay,
There's no protocol
okay.
at this time for that. So respectfully, that's my word for tonight. That is your suggestion
Okay.
that we do. I think it's a good idea. But I'm saying there is no protocol or there was no, whatever. The verb is when it was done.
Okay,
That is a problem.
and I apologize for it.
Now, not just you, it's not the only person that's done that, but that is the problem. That's the purpose of having protocol in place.
Okay,
Councilwoman Anita.
I have to speak from a federal government employee that on travel, they do rent cars for us. One, two, Mayor, if that's the case, then we're gonna have to have if we put guidelines in place. We have to have guidelines as to when and who and how rental cars can be done. I will say that if a council member was unable to travel because their car was down, there was several of us going up that was one person in the car, so they could have hitched a ride, but because that was not a protocol per se or anything in on the books saying they couldn't. Wouldn't say I would deem TA for doing it. She thought she was doing doing the right thing. I wouldn't deem the council person, but I would think that they would have come or sent out an email, hey, I need a rental car or something in order to get there. That should have probably taken place. But going forward, we need to come up with a plan to say, put something on the books on traveling to these conferences, what is allowed and what is not allowed. And again, so I'm big on resolutions. If that is a resolution, it's got to go on the books, need to go in the mayor and council's rules as well. What is deemed necessary or protocol given, or I can't think of a word, look for, but deemed the right protocol or necessity for mayor or council members to rent a car. I yield.
Councilman Williams.
That's me. I look at it as an extreme emergency. Council member wanted to go to the, it's required of us as council members to attend those sessions. And I think because we're caught being, enabled by her. I understand what you said. I understand protocol, but I look at this as emergency. And out of compassion, I signed the check. And here's the other thing. When I traveled in my younger years for the government across this country, they paid the hotel, the food, I rented the car, and if I stay an extra day, they paid for that. So what I'm saying is, we need to put a per diem package together that covers all of that. Now, personally, I don't think what she did, it's just me talking, what she did was wrong. I understand protocol, I got that, that's clear. But there was a dire emergency. She acted on it. And I'm quite sure none of us, let's be honest, none of us was around for her to come to us. I understand the texting and all of that. I understand that. But whatever the council member had to deal with, she probably wasn't thinking that. Let me catch everybody, you know, it was a diamond, and I'm on stump here, but I'm gonna get off. But I think we just need to put a package together to cover all of that going forward. So in the future, we'll have had this conversation. I yield there.
I would have to rebut you,
Sure,
if I may, on that dire emergency,
sure.
because it was said to me at least 5 or 6 weeks ahead of time, I want to rent a car. So that, now I said, we don't rent cars. That was my response, but it was said to me, truthfully, I say it openly. I'm not calling anybody out, but it was said to me but it was honest, it was just an honest statement. I want to rent a car to go to MML. So that's why I have to rebut that emergency portion.
Who said that?
You want to rebut?
Who said that?
So what I'm saying, there's, understand, hear me clearly, I understand everything that has transpired
Yeah.
here, but there's always exceptions.
That's okay, I just said my
Yeah.
statement. That's
Councilman
okay.
Ford.
Situation. I yield there.
Councilman James.
I'm all over the place with this right now. I kind of agree with, my colleague here and you with, putting together a package in the future, but how do we deal with this thing? Because nothing is in place.
We'll just do that.
Well, I thought it was a violation made that, yeah, car was rented without the council's knowledge.
Check that point.
Yeah, but
Councilmember Ford.
I heard you first.
Yeah, I didn't know. No. Um, There was no dire emergency. I wasn't able to make it. Attend government, attend our business. I just think we need to put something in place in the future. I don't know, I can't come up with any pay back the money for the rental car. I mean, is that where we're going with this? Reimburse the town back?
No.
Oh, okay, well, I'm done. I don't have anything else to say.
You?
Yes, ma'am, I yield the floor.
I can tell you what mine is, just so that we have, because I signed the check, so.
Yeah.
I did, I didn't have to sign the check, I did. There, Councilman Williams said, well, he signed the check. So it's already done. It's kind of hard when I still signed it, so I would be part of that too, you know? So, I'm like, we move on, but this cannot happen again. And we have to put a protocol in place for what we want to do and vote on it.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. I'm a very transparent individual, and so I don't want to talk around anything I do with our residents. To be very clear and aware, I am the individual who had a car rented to go to the MML. I do not have transportation to travel to Ocean City to get to that training that I always attend on behalf of the town. I do want to make clear that the mayor did make a statement, say, I do want to rent a car. I did not ever say that to the mayor. I do want that on record. I don't know where that came from. I did not mention anything like that to the mayor. I do remember in here, and Councilman Bartier were in attendance as well as the TA. And reservations were made, money had been paid for us, and my car could not make it. It's making noise now, so and I do travel locally. So I do want to put that on the record and be transparent for the residents and for myself, and just to keep everything open and honest. I yield.
Councilwoman Chu.
I'm for the record.
I stand by what I said.
Councilwoman Chu.
I'm sorry, I'm going to voice slow.
I'll bring it up before now. I will be waiting.
Oh, you yield to
I
her?
yield to them.
Please, he has the floor, please. Go ahead.
I just wanted to just reiterate what I stated. It is what it is, it happened. We had incident where we had, council members decided not to stay where we stayed, but we were still compensating them because we do allow allotment for a certain amount of, money towards your hotel. And we didn't have a problem with that. So the rental car, is, it is what it is. I just think that going forward, that we just have a package. I don't think there's nothing wrong. The TA stated that she conversed with several other town, managers and town administrators, and they have an allotment for their council members. And I just think we just need to put a protocol in place and we decide on that allotment and just keep it moving. And that's it, you know.
Okay,
Councilman,
Now you.
okay.
Councilman.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I was the councilman that stayed in another, facility outside of, the MML designated, I'm supposing, hotels, but I did nothing wrong. There was no rules or anything in place saying that I had to stay at the designated hotel that the convention recommended. So again, for the record, I did nothing. So I stayed and I paid out of my pocket. So the town did not pay for my hotel. I mean, for my Airbnb. Yes,
Yes, we did. I signed the check.
I paid.
You put
I
up front,
paid.
we reimbursed
Yeah, but
you.
it was made like, it was said as if I,
Oh, no.
yeah,
No, I didn't, we know what it is. Oh,
okay.
it was just. We good. We good.
Okay.
Can I just make a comment? In all fairness, we paid.
No,
that's
no,
what-
please. Let's let it go.
Okay.
Let's let it go. You yield, sir?
Yes, I
We
do.
just, this is the word, we just, okay. You wanted to something, wait, so we can move on.
Mm-mm.
I thought you had, you on the floor?
Oh, I did, I did.
Okay, we good. All right, so we will just get something, you will do your research,
Yeah.
and then we'll come back to the council, and we will just put something as a protocol.
Should I do the resolution?
Package. No, we have to agree on what type of, please.
No, I don't have enough to say.
What we like to do is put it together, whatever you put together as the package, and then mayor and council will look at it, tweak it,
Okay.
okay? Is that fair?
Do you want it in a
Not,
resolution?
no,
it's not.
not at the resolution.
Just basically something just put together for you guys to review.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, TA.
And again, I apologize.
That's okay. Now, somewhere in here, it was not on here, but as a courtesy, I'm gonna ask the council. Chief, did you, it wasn't on the agenda, but did you want to say something, Chief, about this? Respectfully, well, that's my word tonight.
Respectfully, and thank you. First, I want to say thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak for this,
Oh, sure.
because that bothered me all day.
You good, you good.
Secondly, I know the mayor and council always are curious about, our performance, and, we haven't had a monthly meeting this month, so I'll be out of town next week for the wife's vacation. My job is to take my family, like, quiet places, and then I get to be free. With that aside, I just want to give you the data, and I'm excited about the data always because what I give you the monthly, this data comes out every week with the town when it comes to crime. Which is that sheet that says Capitol Heights, Prince County Department
Seniors.
crime data. That crime data is, I'm a nerd when it comes to criminology. And I just love to see this data because we are going down in crime, particularly things like carjackings, shootings, assaults, violent crimes particularly. So it just gives you a snapshot of what is actually being reported in real time to the system. Also, the monthly report that comes out. I highlighted two categories at the end: patrol checks as well as service calls, which includes that category of patrol checks. 227 patrol checks throughout the month. That is basically checking on businesses, communities, shopping centers. And considering we're down one officer, Thomas is out. I think we got the email on that. We're doing pretty good. So I just want to make sure you have the knowledge and data, because sometimes this stuff is perceived one way, it's actually another. So you should be very happy. I actually had a conversation with a lady on Tunic about fireworks. I know you sent me emails about fireworks, kind of support. And we had about 30 calls, fireworks that night. So they were running constantly, as we always do on the 4th of July. But this lady had her car damage from her neighbor shooting the fireworks up, and it came out and damaged the windshield. And her and the neighbor tried to work it out, but since the windshield was so expensive, they're having issues. So we're gonna be looking into it because she has a video. I say all that to say this, my thinking of late is I want this community to feel safe, like if they're in a vault. I know there's times when, Councilman, we not see us out there, and there may be other times when we haven't been on your street in a while, but I want you to be able to walk outside and not worry about whether you see us or not, but how you feel in your community. You know, I talked to a lot of my peers, and, you know, we know that as police chiefs and police officers, the mere presence will always stop a crime. We had a stabbing that occurred right in front of one of our officers in the shopping center. And we were able to resolve that crime as a byproduct of having a video camera. We actually arrested the guy the next day. But we're doing all we can to make sure inside these lines, imaginary lines that we have, and it's not necessarily town lines, it's actually like a big round line, that we keep things, we mitigate as much as we can when it comes to crime. So giving you real data, looking at what's really going on in town. If I give you the data of what's going on in C Plus and Capital, particularly District Heights, although I love my buddies, they're catching it out there. And we're very fortunate. So I'm gonna knock on wood, and hopefully we can continue the momentum. But it is a challenge. We're in the summer, and things are gonna bubble up. So this is just June's data. I will continue to keep you updated when we have our, obviously, our reports. But I was hoping you're keeping these documents and you're tracking it yourself, so you can see in with real data what's going on in town. So thank you, Mayor, for that opportunity.
I just noticed something, Chief, not here. I'm glad you explained it to us. Because if you look on the web and see Capitol Heights crime data, they don't do, I'm glad you let us know. They don't do town, they do Capitol Heights. And that's misleading.
And we got into with the county, because it's the Prince George's County Police Department, we didn't get into it, we just got some clarification. They used to take credit for the good things and then give us the bad things. So now what we have is this year's real-time data specifically for the town based on the calls of service and the investigations. Oh, one last thing too is we're making progress in the investigation involving a 5-year-old child who was ran over. We've identified elements of the car, and we're working with DC, which is, by the way, today, you probably have seen one of the officers, because he's over at MPD getting the camera data they have. That vehicle actually kind of is in this area, so we will find the vehicle. Now, I can't necessarily guarantee we'll find the driver, right, because that's the other element. But Lowry is doing a wonderful job in that space. Child is out running around now. He's on the house show.
That's great.
I think he was very fortunate in the fact that when he fell over, the scooter kind of protected him. Although he did have fractures in his skull, but he is a typical, I think he's 5 years old. And if you see him, he's like, oh my God, was he ever in an accident? He does have some, issues with his skull and with pins and stuff, but we are working on it. The county is working with us as well as NPD. So that's the update on him.
That's good to know. Thank you.
And I'm going to,
Yes, ma'am.
I know you're gonna be out on leave. Will you let us know who will be, stepping up in your?
Yeah, it's an email. I put an email on that today.
Okay, because there's a couple of things, and I'm always got
I
something.
have won that item in your on with
Yeah, River Valley.
that person got a letter and it's
Okay,
on notice. Let me just say that.
okay, great. Thank you.
All right, sure.
Okay. Council report, everything?
Yes, I do. Thanks for bringing that up, the issue with the fireworks. I do know that it is illegal in Maryland. Just want to know, like, what are we doing to kind of ensure that we will not have any safety concerns? And I know the kids the children love fireworks. And as long as it's not harming people, not condoning breaking the law, but
I think, and again, the mayor council may not be aware of PA as well. There was actually, we are probably one, if you're just jurisdictions that are responding to fireworks calls, they actually put out an email to the citizens not to call 911 on 4th of July. Now, I know Councilman Chu remember that big cachet I got in her neighborhood where we had a table full, and that was unusual. We take the position, we respond to calls, and we're patrolling aggressively, particularly with the bigger fireworks. The night in question in your neighborhood, we just had so many calls. We had, I think, 4 officers working.
it's like big fireworks.
It was, but it was everywhere. It was everywhere.
Gunshot.
And then we also had a gunshot. We actually had an actual gunshot that night. So it was like just nonstop, and I think it just overwhelms the system. When you got 30, 40 calls and you got 4 officers, and keep in mind, every call is 2 officers per call. So it's kind of hard, but we did come through unfortunately after the call came in. I also would encourage everyone to dial 911 regardless of what they say. You're citizens, you have the right to dial 911. And in the case of Capitol Heights, they will dispatch us. They will not dispatch in county dock. County was not going on any calls for power. That is a understanding that been put out there for the last 3 years. They do not respond to fireworks complaints, but we do, and we respond to quite a few of them.
Dr. Before I sit up, my question is like, what folks do in their own yards, nobody's going in no one's yard to find out what they're doing. But when it's in the street, it's
Yeah.
blocking traffic, causing a safety issue.
Yeah.
That's a problem. So we can do something about it.
Oh, well, we actually did respond, but again, it was after several of calls. So I think the problem we had, we were just overwhelmed, the system was just overwhelmed that night.
Yeah.
And the calls came directly, the calls came in the form of a text message to me. So I may not have saw that text message like, 20 minutes later.
Right.
But I did talk to the complainant today about it. We actually talked about an hour.
Right.
And I know you know her, and we had a very good conversation. We're gonna be going by her house tomorrow, looking at video footage and to address the criminal side of it. But I've given her the information she needs on the civil side, so it was just that night, it was just very busy, and just the calls were just kind of stacked up, but we did have a shooting outside the town in District Heights over Jason, leave that night, so, it was just nonstop.
Then my question, so the plan going forward, would it be more patrolling for the streets? Like I said, not gonna go in folks' yards and
No, if we see fireworks, we can go in your yard, but
that the streets are.
the question you're asking is, how can we assure the community we're gonna address these fireworks, particularly in the public roadway?
Yes.
I guess the best way to do that is to dial them. Don't text me, dial 911, at least it's in the system, and the officers can have real-time data on the complaint versus texting me and then me texting or calling us.
So my question is the plan. What is our plan? I know the protocol maybe for folks to call 911, but for the town of Capitol Heights Police, will we be patrolling
Well,
the streets?
Our
during
plan
the
has
4th of
always
July?
been on 4th of July, we double staff. All plans, to respond and to patrol the entire town and to look specifically for fireworks violations. All right, that's always been the plan since I've been here for 5 years. By the way, it's my 5th year anniversary month. Thank you very much. 5 years, Captain. And our plan, and I say again, Councilman Chu will contest to that. We confiscated large quantities, when I was deputy, large quantities of fireworks. And even in the last year or so, we've had fireworks, but we just have a lot of it now. It just seems to be even worse than it has been in the past.
Yeah.
But we double staff, we work always in the close of our, it's 2
Around
o'clock.
the streets and just clearing the streets.
It's just,
right?
it's a
That's
constant, yeah.
something.
And a lot of times when we get there, they're already gone.
They all night.
Yeah.
It's all night.
Yeah.
Councilwoman Anita.
No, I'll just find them.
I mean, you can't, like you said, private property. If they're active, if fireworks are actually being used, we will go in your backyard.
Right.
I did it down here, this street down here. They had a big old party.
Yeah.
And of course, I can go back to my councilman, where we literally took probably $1,200 in fireworks. It was so many fireworks. There was so many fireworks, the fire marshal came in and got them along with the control unit. What? They had a control unit, a remote control. They were sitting on their deck. In your community, ma'am, and what's about it, where the pond is, and they were going, okay, section 1, section 2. I'll go to my phone and send you the pictures, but the fire marshal was so impressed. He said, how did you find it? He's like, oh, I just walked down to the pond and got him, me and Officer Thomas. And then it was 2 big, huge bags, like 55-gallon trash bag. Now, you don't see that as much, but the fireworks they're really hard because they go off so fast that all they leave is debris and smoke. And by the time you get there, they're gone. So, but when you have an actual show,
That's it.
I will send the council members and the mayor some photos of that, but that was a couple years back. But it was really impressive and and then the people came and wanted their control module back and I asked them to prepare to go to jail for felony fireworks violation. They just ran off.
My last question, is it possible for us to send out, like emails or post Facebook, reminders,
Yes.
people to be safe, and it's against the law to do it, and do not do it in the street, and if you are found doing it, you will be fined or whatever,
I got you, Council.
whatever. I'll-
So do me a favor in the future, if you get a chance, you specifically until it buzz. Because I don't leave my phone situation, it's just text go off, I've never seen it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Can I make a comment? I think,
I yield, thank you.
Councilman Nita has,
Oh, sorry.
yours quick.
no, I was just
Go
waiting.
ahead, go ahead. We're gonna give it to you.
Because she was first.
That's okay.
Okay, so actually, I think you said something to me, like, should we, like, I think this is something maybe in passing. You said we should maybe put up flyers or something, right? Just letting people know that for fireworks before July 4th, if we have those like flyers out, just letting people know that you cannot, you cannot. Did you say that to me?
Yeah,
Somebody
I
said that
did.
to me.
I did.
Oh, you did, right? Just maybe have, yeah, I thought it was you that said it, ma'am.
She said that.
Okay, but I think both of you might have said it to me, that basically before July 4th happens, for that 1 week before, we tell them that we potentially could fine you, property violations, basically damages, et cetera, et cetera. So to sort of warn them off from doing what they need to do.
1,500.
Oh, yeah.
But that,
Oh, we love it, fine.
but that's good. Councilwoman Anita.
Okay, sorry. It's criminal offense, so that's no fun.
Chief Morgan, I just want to say that this year, at least I can speak for my street, Elvis Boulevard. It was pretty calm. Now, what's the name street over? No, Opus, that's a different story. Now, but Capitol Heights Boulevard was calm this year. Last year, I know, I was scared boots out there.
It was.
But they were calm and, I want to commend you and your department as far as, patrolling, because I do see your officers coming up and down my street. And, see them parked on the side trying to see if I'm going over 30. So I will say they are out there. I see them. I don't know who else, but I see them. And,
I see them too.
and I appreciate that, because someone called me, and said, do you come back? Do you ever stay in your house? You always have this yard. But anyways, I just wanted to commend you and please let your officers and your staff know that, commend them for that, because, it means a lot to me to see the police officers out. Because there's a lot of things going on, and especially on Capitol Heights Boulevard, the speeding is horrendous. So, I'm proud to say, when I'm talking to people, I live in Capitol Heights, the town of Capitol Heights. Oh, the crime rate is bad, but no, greater Capitol Heights. I live in the town, and our crime rate is lower than any of our neighboring towns or municipalities. So I have to break it down to people, the difference of the town versus the greater Capitol Heights. Because even some residents don't realize it. I said, when you see the blue signs, you in the town. When you see the green signs, that's greater Capitol Heights. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought this was all. No. So that, that I walk when I'm doing my walking and I'm talking to people and I explain that to them. So again, thank you and please let your staff know.
I will, and thank you, man. It means a lot. I will say in closing on that statement, we meet the county typically once a week, ComStat meeting. And they are very happy that we are staffed the way we are and we handle our calls. They rarely do they have to come into town during the day and evening shift. Very rarely, if we have a one person on the shift sometimes because of scheduling or because of, somebody's out. They are very dependent upon us and, they share the responsibility of patrolling the town, particularly during the off hours, right? So they're low on staff as well. And on the day and evening shift, they're very happy that rarely do we need them. And I mean rarely. So they are very thankful where we are, and it makes me feel good because, for myself, the deputy chief and the supervisors on down, we are handling the town. And that's what I think we need to do. We need to expand our staff one day and get a little bit bigger so we can handle it 24/7 and get a full-time investigator, which I think will expand the confidence in the community because what I've come to learn in the last 5 years, so being in my anniversary month, is that the citizens of Capitol Heights want their own. You know, they want their own officers to respond to their needs because these officers are undertaken. And when we got great partnerships with Sea Pleasant, Capitol Heights, and the county, obviously, district. But when you have your own responding, we understand the culture. And we have built a department on the ground up in the last 3 years, culturally speaking, to change all this transient stuff. You're gonna have an anomaly here and there, but we don't have the way it was, you know, when I first got here, which is constant turnover. So it takes time. It's like building a team, but they're doing a good job.
Thank you, Chief.
Me?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Councilman, I'm just. Okay. Did you have any questions? They were trying to tell you that.
Oh, no, we just can't take that.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Let me finish the council.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Chief. Do you have any questions?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'm a big fan of the Fourth of July. And I think it's a trend that we can't celebrate. And historic can. So I'm proposing that the council designate, we come together, collaborate, and designate a site in Capitol Heights where all the citizens can come and we do a display on the 4th. And everybody get to join, whoever the pyromaniacs are, they come out and enjoy the explosive excitement, make it a day, the 4th of July, because I think we need to celebrate the 4th. And I feel so deprived. So sometimes I go to DC to watch. Because I love the 4th of July. I love the excitement. I love the fireworks. So, I mean, I think it's depressing when we can't do it. So the council, I believe we need to get together and come up with a date and a location, not a date, but a location where we can do our display.
well,
I'm proposing that, Chief.
I want, whatever the mayor and council decides to do, of course, we're supported. Just keep in mind, a lot of municipalities does this. And there are,
Yes, I do.
there are a lot of municipalities that do this. There's a cost to it. There's liabilities and risks associated with it. But you would not be unique in this space, you know, I think District Heights used to do it years ago, and you just gotta find the space. And it probably has to be one of the parks.
Morningside does it too.
Say Morningside?
Morningside, okay.
Yeah.
You good?
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted, my word today is respectfully. We can comment, your comments are out of order. We don't take comments because we're in a meeting session right now. So we don't take comments from residents. But what, Councilwoman Ford has asked, and she's asked a couple times, to put public comments on there twice, right? So even though it's not there, the meeting now is gonna move a little faster. Can you just hold it for a little while and we'll open the floor for more public comments? But at the end, but respectfully, we're in legislation. We cannot open it for citizens right now. Okay, but hold on, you might have a good one. Now this one is, I have here, I wanted Mayor Council to see, it says senior staff mid-year review status. What we have, my chief, you know, you got on us. I'm bringing it up quick. The chief's contract is January. To me, I think we can, if you forego the mid-year review at this point. Because it would be yours and Joy are almost doing, you know where I'm going with this. But I want you, we're on point now. I'm putting this stuff on point. So the chief's is due at the same time, almost as TA Ren's first one is due. What is the will of the council? And I'm gonna ask you, would you be okay if we skipped yours? Because we just did yours, like your spring review.
6 days ago.
Your spring review. I yield to the floor, Mayor Pro Tem. Then I'm gonna give it to Councilman James, because he's gonna tell us what he's got for TA's mid-year review, how we gonna progress. Yes, TA, let's say,
You said James.
forgive me.
Yes.
Okay, Mayor Pro Tem.
The only issue I have is that, if the council has a consensus that there are no issues, I think it's okay, but a mid-year review is to examine some of the things that we may have concerns about. And I think it's unfair to that employee or person to wait until the end of the year to give an evaluation and come up with all of these things that this person didn't do, or they was unsatisfactory of, things like that. I just think it's not fair to the employee to wait until that time to start complaining about some of the things they didn't do. So the mid-year to me is very important because it outlines and it lets the person know, hey, look, you're doing a great job, or hey, you slacking in this area, you may want to, improve in this area. And it gives the person time to actually improve in some of the areas that they may be deficient in. And I yield.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to Councilman Ford. So you're saying at this point, we're only talking to forego the chiefs, because we did a couple months ago, not the TAs.
Right.
So you wanted to vote. I got you.
Mhm.
Councilman Ford.
Yes. So it's June, mid-year for TA, which is June,
It's July.
July.
Mhm.
July.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so and then the mid-year will be July. Chief. Still, just what's the actual dates? It's what
He
else?
started in January, we're 6 months from
January, okay,
6
June,
months.
right? But it's July,
July.
okay. So
That's July too?
July, okay, 7.
Okay,
So, yeah, so I'm in favor of doing both.
okay. You,
I yield.
thank you. You in favor of both? Okay, that was quick, okay.
I'll answer one thing in my spiel. I'm on the agenda.
Oh, I was going to do your spill. I just want to do if you want to do both first before you do your spill.
Absolutely,
Both, sir?
absolutely.
Oh, okay, you got the floor,
Okay,
Councilman
thanks,
Williams.
Mayor.
Yes, yes, sir.
Mayor and Council, on behalf of the Personnel Committee, Councilman Ford, myself, and that's the correction. Myself,
Mayor Protest.
and Mayor Pro Tem. I'm sorry, Mayor Pro Tem. I came up with a draft copy of our new evaluation for the county administrator and police chief. It's just a draft copy, so I'm asking the council there to look at it, mark it up, but it should be sufficient. It should be sufficient, as is.
Okay. Okay,
And you turn it back to me, please. Okay.
and so these,
Now, here's what, I'm sorry, man, go ahead.
I'm sorry, we write them up manual and just give them back.
Yeah,
Okay,
what the team tried to do, the team being Councilmember Ford, Mayor Tim, and I even consulted with our HR person.
okay.
It should be on point, really. What I'm getting at should be the addition. Only addition is I gotta put in there the grant language. That's the only thing I need to put back in there, the grant language. But look it over. But if you do have any comments, please write it down, return it back to me.
What day?
How about tomorrow?
I know he did say that.
Yeah, next Monday's fine. Is that okay with me?
Yes, sir. Do you want us to drop it off at here, because it's manual, which is fine? You want us to drop it off in a sealed envelope, each person,
Please.
or electronic? Because I know you don't go on the computer.
No, drop it off there.
Okay, I got it.
Envelope
With the TA.
with the TA. No, with the HR, with the HR.
I got you.
With the HR person.
Mr. Green,
Mr. Green.
yeah, give it to Mr. Green.
I still have a floor with Mayor, and I.
No, go ahead, keep on.
Councilman Ford, one of my committee had a question.
Oh, Committee Woman Ford. What is it? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
So you want us to, this is just for a markup?
It's a draft.
That's it. This is not like we're doing any evaluation.
Correct.
Okay, so we don't have to have it still envelope for it.
No, this is.
Just a markup.
Case, I want you to read it, I want you to read it, look at it.
You meant just a markup.
You don't have to, yes.
Yeah.
I know you can speak for yourself.
Yeah.
She said we're not rating on these sheets, we're just marking them up.
Marking.
Right.
Oh, yeah, we don't
I'm
have to deal.
gonna for each name, Councilman Ford.
Okay,
Yeah, that's all.
okay.
Okay, yeah. So. Next Monday is good.
That's good.
Council, y'all go with next Monday?
Yes.
Just for markup, or whatever, critique the form, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna add a rating scale. I'm gonna put it a 6, and it's gonna be excellent.
And so, one more question. So we'll mark it up for you for next Monday. That's the third Monday. And then the fourth Monday, you'll give us the final for us and then to.
We need.
The 22nd.
The
So
fourth
you
Monday.
get it by the third Monday, you gotta give it back to the fourth Monday, or we can do the evaluation.
Correct.
Okay,
Absolutely.
thank you.
Thank you.
So just have it in next week. Okay.
Thank you. Any questions for me?
Any questions
Thank
For-
you.
for our chair, or the personnel chair?
You done a good job.
Any accolades? Okay.
Good job.
Okay,
Excellent.
good job. Okay, all right. Thank you. So here's the next one. Mayor and council summer break schedule, I think, I'm trying to go from memory. I think it's September or it's August. Which one did we get out?
August.
August?
Mhm.
Oh, I was wrong on that one, okay. So is it agreed upon? We don't need to vote on it now, we just need to agree on it. Are we agreeing that August is when we're gonna take a break?
Yeah, but I thought,
What Councilwoman Chu? Yes, ma'am.
I thought we still had to meet that one time in August because we did last year. We met once in August and then the remainder of the month. Because the charter states that we must meet
And
every
we meet
month.
that first Monday then? That's what y'all, I can't remember.
Yes,
So
so
we
good.
Sure.
Miss Sharon, hold, don't come back.
Ms. Sharon?
Answers the question, she should give it to us and we'll take it back. Okay, so we are, that one Monday, what Monday's that?
The one month, that we have to
The
meet
first month.
once,
Is
in
that the
month of
work
August.
session Monday, what we gonna call
Work
it?
session.
So
We
we
call
can
it
do
work session or what?
We have both. Can we have the work session
Yeah,
and the
and-
public?
You
yeah.
wanna do both?
Oh, okay.
do
Okay.
work and public for that first Monday, which is August the 5th.
August 5?
Mhm.
Okay, cool, all right. Y'all gotta remind me now, cause I'll get the agenda. And anything you want on that agenda, cause we won't be coming back. Can y'all tell me at the next public meeting this month, anything y'all is pressing that you might want, cause we'll be out for that month? Please let me know.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Joey's not here, but we'll keep it moving. The community room usage. It's,
I'm sorry.
where are we?
Community room use, community.
Community room usage. How are we going to do that? And the reason that's there, we have a new community room. We want to keep it nice. We want to use it for what it was intended for, and we know we have the food giveaway. So Councilman Amanda and Anita is here. Tell us how we can work that to keep that room nice and clean, not filled with bugs or whatever.
Councilman John.
And because it's gonna be, when you have people moving all around like that, it's gonna get messed up, and that's the truth. So I'm just trying to say, what type of controls or what can we do? Please give us some. Watching.
let's start first, regarding the food giveaway, we've always cleaned up behind ourselves, but we should get cleaner than what we got it. And there hasn't been a bug issue with regards to us because we take out all the trash. So, there's been many times I've had to go in there and clean the kitchen up because of the staff leaving it a mess and the refrigerator's a mess. So, I think this basic rule, clean up behind yourself and, take the trash out. There's several trash receptacles outside of the building, on the outside of the building, so that should be a given or rule should be put up, but you don't have an issue or won't have an issue with the food giveaway.
Okay, that sounds good, because if it is an issue, we will have to visit this again, because we already know how it looks now. It was easier not to see it because the council, the community room looked, it was awful looking. You'll be able to pick up stuff now that everything is new. So if it becomes an issue, we're gonna have to address this again. I mean, but I'm fine. I'm just saying if it becomes an issue. Let's go to the next one. Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
Did you pad it? Did you pad it?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Because you're going to the next one.
Okay, Councilman James, I did do comments, forgive me.
Okay, yeah, well, I just had a suggestion for the food giveaway. That we invest in buying a tent and we have it out in the parking lot. That great, was it Macedonia Baptist Church over here on Alabama Avenue? They have it, they don't have it in their church, but they have it in their parking lots. And they have tents. And they have the pods that they keep the canned goods in. And then they have a freezer outside. Excuse me, actually, that they have a extension cord that runs to it for the meats. So I'm suggesting that we, just a suggestion, that we have it in our parking lot. And we do the tent deal.
Who's gonna put it up every Sunday? When the winter time comes. And when the winter time comes, it's cold.
Do you yield for?
If I get, yeah, I can answer
Those are for him, right?
that. Mm-hmm.
Councilman Daly?
Anybody,
Okay, go ahead, Councilman
Well,
James.
I suggest that our public works put it up. Tip. And it can stay up actually. Yep. And then when the winter time comes. Or when you don't do distributions, just put it down, put it inside the pod.
Okay. You yield?
Councilwoman
You
Anita.
yield?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Councilwoman, well, I gotta go back, cause
Okay.
yes, do it right. But TA Ren, can you take that suggestion before I open the floor for the comments? And also see what other places do with food giveaways,
Sure.
see where they hold them. Let's do the floor. Mayor Pro Tem,
No comment.
Councilwoman Ford.
Councilman James, sorry.
Yeah.
Councilman James mentioned, New Macedonia Church, and I know they do it on their garage, I mean, on their, parking lot, and that is a secured parking lot. They have fences around there. Yeah, so that, I know you said they had it, deep freeze or something up
Yeah.
there. Yeah, so I'm not sure how that will work with our area. We don't have an enclosed area for them to do that. I don't have any problems with the food giveaway being done in the community center. I do trust that our council members will take good care of our community center, and the volunteers are excellent. They clean up before, they break down. I've seen it in action. So I don't have any concerns about the community room staying well kept. I yield.
Okay. Williams?
Well,
Personnel Committee
we
Chair?
do it in our church. Okay. Dedicated space where our it's in that space, it's in our church. I said, I have a problem with him, you know.
Councilman Eagle?
But
Councilman Needham, and then we'll move on. Councilman Needham?
Hey, I would just put this out, as a colleague has said too, I'm be very transparent. I think that it's always, take a target and food giveaway. There's always been an issue, someone's gonna bring it up. Again, as I said before, and I will stick to it and I will stand on it, and you all can come and see how we keep Fairmont Heights Community Room, what we do there, and what we have done in the past in this place, that we have always, even when we were being accused of the fruit flies before, which later was found that it wasn't from us, it was from the sink. That it was not drained properly, because there's no dip, it wasn't a garbage disposal. That's where the flies were coming from. But we've always, and I think Mr. Gibson and his staff can attest, that we've always left that community room clean. Matter of fact, we've had to clean it up before we could even set up on numerous occasions. We've had to wash dishes. And I brought that to the TA's attention, the former and the present TA. So to try to single out the food giveaway, it is not, it's not warranted. And that's not the case. We're not doing it, and we're not gonna do it in no parking lot as this, we're savages, because it's gonna get cold. We can't take a daggone freezer out there. And who's gonna be standing in a tent in the wintertime trying to serve people? Right here.
Before we go into the next one, allow me to say, it was not singled out. It's no different than people coming to me and saying something about the Chiefs, all of us, about the Chiefs night out, about the Chiefs food thing. It's no different than a person commenting about something, and we all discuss that as well. It's not personal, we don't single out, but if it is something, then it should be discussed. Now, for those who do not want to repeat what they said, I put it on the agenda so it could be an open discussion. That's all it is. And you spoke, and that's it. So we move on. Are you okay?
Oh,
Okay, but I put it on there because it was mentioned. I didn't just single you out, it was mentioned. So therefore, we move on. I'm fine with what everybody said, so that's okay. You know, I just told you it was mentioned, so I thought, let's move on, okay?
So I'm still.
Okay. Now, my next one is, this is me. Point blank, I said this one, the grant writing. I'd like for, the council to consider, no, nothing has to be done. But we do need a part-time grant writer. We can afford a part-time grant writer. I have taken on writing grants, but, TA Ren can also, she's very knowledgeable. She could probably help me, but we can't afford a part-time grant writer. So and we didn't put that in the budget. Not to bring it up, you know, Tia, we talked about that. So my point is, not tonight, but I would like for you, the next meeting, to consider getting a grant writer. And with that, we can bring more revenue to this town for development. Not just development, but things that we want done in the town, period. Doesn't have to be development, because there's all types of grants. And the chief, you know that too, because you do things for uniforms, whatever it is. We can do things but we have to take the initiative, the same amount. If we put 20K in Capitol Heights Day, I love that Capitol Heights Day was great. I'm just saying that to say, when we put money in different things, grant writing is something we need to consider. That's all I had to say on that, but I will yield to the floor. Councilman James.
Nothing.
Oh, so bad. Oh, okay.
Thanks. Just a quick question.
Councilman Williams?
Yeah, just a quick question.
Yes, sir.
You said the grant writer would be part-time.
Yes, sir. We just need to buy part-time.
Oh, okay.
20, 30,000, whatever, a quarter town. I mean, you're not gonna have them write grants every day, but just to work on some grants and tell us what's available.
And the budget allows us to,
Yeah, and I was gonna wait till you guys finish and I ask about that.
I'll do here, Councilwoman Anita. Sorry, did you yield?
that's it, the budget allows us to, okay,
Yes, sir.
I yield.
Councilwoman Anita.
I thought we had Mr. Tobias in that part-time.
He's not a grant writer. He only did he works on the grants, but he's not a grant writer.
I thought he was a grant writer.
No. He did the block grant. He did the CBD grant, which is really the same thing. You just send in a template. It's the same thing over and over. But he's not a grant writer. I already discussed that with him. He's not a grant writer. He did the CBDG, which is a block grant, but that's something he's just familiar with, that particular one. But he's not someone who goes out, researches, and writes your grants. That's not what he does. He's a consultant for those grants and the reporting on the grants, if that makes sense to you. He works on the grants. Do you? Yes, council report.
Yes, I've missed my opinion that, we could use the resources we currently have. We just hired a couple of people. I know we did specific hires, which was for the accountant. And we also did another hire for office manager,
No, HR.
the HR, and then we have an office manager. I
No,
can't remember the
she's-
title.
No, she's basically, we've converted her, so it's not temporary hire.
Yeah,
You converted.
no, that's,
Patrice.
we're not temporary. No, we recently, not temporary. So we do have the bodies and resources to be able to train those individuals that's in-house to write grants and to buy, and our person we was talking about, not to be mentioning names, but he does have the capability and skill to write grants. So we could utilize him to do grant writing instead of going out or getting someone else different. So again, my recommendation is to use the resources that we have. We hired people, we're spending money, so we may as well give them the skill set necessary to do the things that we need done in the town. I yield.
Clerk Pro Tem Chair?
Yes, I agree that we should hire a part-time grant writer. But in hiring a part-time grant writer, we have to make sure that the person is able to do not just local, state, grants, but they have to be able to write federal grants also, because there's a lot of federal money out there. And I know that was one of the issues we had previously, that, the person we had did not have federal grant writing experience. So whomever we hire, I'm looking to make sure that we hire someone that has that capability to do, federal grants also. I yield.
Okay. You two yourself.
I'm just trying to. Everybody don't go down there with Councilor Ford.
I'm sorry, if you want some stuff on time.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I got it. I'm going to say, I heard what you said, Councilor Ford, and everybody. Grant writing is a skill set. It's a skill set. And okay, it's a skill set. I hear you, spirits whispering, we train. We don't train somebody who's human resources and the office manager to do, I hear what you're saying, to do grant writing. You get an expert grant writer, which is what other municipalities do. I'm looking at how this town looks. I'm looking at this town. And we do not do what other municipalities do. Now, obviously, we don't have to do what they do, but we don't do what they do. And this is why the residents say, nothing ever changes in this town. We do not take. Y'all want to take a recess? We do not do the best with how we spend the money. For this, when I look at the budget, we do not do the best with how we spend the money to get the best for this town and for the residents. So you want, if it's on the floor, we're gonna train the office manager to be the office manager. I can't talk, please. We're in legislation right now.
Come on board.
So if we can't do that, then I will take that off the table. But as I've been told on the record, that the support, no, I can't say that because that's not true. That most of the council is in agreement getting a grant writer. I will bring it up for a vote soon, but that is something I would like for the council to think about, please.
That's a great idea. Can I just ask, doing MML, I was able to go to grant writing meetings and so forth. And actually, there's a lot of agencies that specifically says that. So you don't have to have a part-time. They actually just basically sit down with you, ask what is it that the town needs or wants and so forth and so on. And they tell you which grants are available. In fact, there's one gentleman, which I took a card from. He's done a lot of work in PG County. They do federal, state, county, and federal, state, and county. So is that something that I can bring him in here and he can present maybe to you guys and then see if that's a possibility? So it's not a full-time, part-time, but rather basically a specific person for a purpose. An
Who
agency.
writes
for
the
purpose.
grants?
Their team.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, but you want a part-time grant.
Oh, no,
person.
well,
I don't-
somebody's gotta write the grants.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but their team actually does that. That's all they do. Is that something considerable? Yeah. Is that something you would consider?
Well, if you
Is it
would
hiring
present, no, I'm open if you would present that to the
Yeah.
council.
Yeah,
Sure.
is it hiring someone? Actually, there's.
What's what you're saying? We still have to pay somebody
Yes.
to write, please.
You said that they someone to write the grant. However, you get a bunch of grant writers, not just one or
Yeah.
two, but like it'd be a plethora of like,
I can't conversate, so my thing is, if you would,
Yes.
okay, thank you so much, TA. That would be good, thank you.
Councilwoman.
Yes, ma'am.
This FYI, as far as, so especially since we're trying to do the tri-municipality, Seat Pleasant has a grant writer over there as well. So, I know we can talk to them with regards to that, talk to that individual or just something that I'm just throwing out there. I yield.
You got that one too?
Yes.
See, Pleasant? Good. Okay, anything else, council? I'm going to schedule of staff working hours. Was there anything else anybody want to comment on before? Okay. Schedule of staff working hours. That was something that was brought to my attention, so I did put that on the agenda so Ms. Wren could, address that.
I have put together a list of basically, working hours for the staff, as what they are currently. And then we're going to work with each staff member to make sure that those hours are performed to what we agreed upon. So if they're supposed to be here at 9 o'clock, they will be here at 9 o'clock to perform their 4 hours. If there's some exception to the case, we'll take it, per case. But they need to be all here based on the agreed upon time and what was in their contract.
Well, all staff doesn't have a contract. The question I
But they
posed
have
to
the
you
time period they're
was,
supposed to be here.
that question
Including
posed
senior management.
to me by two was, what other staff hours we want to know, or well, it was just, when they said it was I, but actually. So if one or two people ask me something, then I will, point blank
Okay.
is, the concern is what other staff hours, and residents have called here and said no one picks up the phone. And I did mention that to you.
Yeah,
So that was why I asked you that. What are the staff hours? It was asked of me by two people. And how do we know when somebody's there or not? Point blank. It doesn't matter if they're on
For the
contract or
administrator?
not. That
Okay.
was the question.
understand. Okay, then I misunderstood your question. So for the administrative part, in terms of the HR as well as, Ajua, that's 9 to 5. But they
No,
only.
we don't need it.
I'm sorry, for the HR and finance, basically it's 9 to 5, but there's always someone here answering the phone at 8:30 a.m. And there's always someone here to answer the phone at 5 p.m. So from 8:30 to 5, there's someone that.
That's the office hours.
That's the office
For
hours.
phone, so it's
For phone.
8:30.
For administration, it's 9 to 5. The same goes for, so PW actually starts earlier. They start at, PW starts earlier. Some of them starts at 6:30, others starts at 7:30. And they go until 4:30 or 3:30 to 4:30, depending what their shift is. Police officer has their own schedule based on whatever is done. But however, management, it's core hours from 9 to 3 or 9 to 5. And then when it comes to the officers, they have their schedule based on whichever day it is, which day of the month it is. Is that correct? For the officers? Yeah. Yeah, the schedule's mapped out. So again, senior management, the core hours are 9 to 5. And then for basically the other officers, it's based on whatever the schedule is. And you can have that information for you on a daily basis. We do have a chart, like Chief Morgan said, it's mapped out 6 weeks in advance. So 6 months in advance. Wow, that's even better. 6 months in advance. But in terms of PW work schedule, there's always some here by 6:30. 6:30, 7:30, and it does end at 4:30, sometimes 5:30, depending what the needs are. Administrative staff is from 9 to 5, and for office answering, it's from 8:30 to 5. And I can send all that to you guys in an email, and that could also be noted on our
It
website.
should be on the website.
Yes, we can do that on the website.
It should be, because people don't know when,
Yeah.
when the town is open or when the staff comes in. So that would be good.
And also the welcome package, it could be part of our welcome package, which has already been updated on the website with all the additional information and new details. Is that correct, Jaden?
Yes.
Yep. So we'll add that additional information on there just in case they need to find or they understand the hours
Yeah, the hours are on the website.
as well.
Yes.
Okay, well, the hours are already on the website.
Councilwoman Anita,
Yes, ma'am.
what's considered a senior management?
That would
Who's
be
considered-
the chief, myself, deputy chief. That's what I'm thinking. And Mr. Green
Gibson.
and Mr. Gibson.
And what do you want? Is that you? What did she say about senior management?
Deputy chief,
What
myself.
when you said that?
Identifying the senior manager.
Oh, I'm sorry, what was it? What was?
Identifying.
They brought that on. You said a time? I missed it. I'm
No,
sorry.
Councilman need to ask what is considered a senior management, director level and up.
Did you give a time for senior management?
9 to 5.
Okay, because my phone was, KC was ringing me. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I missed it.
And then the question was, who's considered senior management? I would say director level and up.
I got you. Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm waiting I'm waiting for when you do the mayor and council comments or.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. All right, so you good?
Yes,
TA Ren?
yeah.
All right, thank you for that, and we understand that, so, I'll start with you.
Councilman, yeah.
Oh, no, I'm saying, are you done with this? That's what I'm saying. Are we done
Yeah.
with this?
Yeah.
That's where I'm going.
Comment.
I know that.
Okay.
I'm asking, are we done with this subject?
Yes, I am.
You had some, but somebody else has something. You want to say something here?
Oh, no, I was actually ready to say we missed public comments out. Because we said we would have it on twice. And we only.
I know, but it's supposed to be the last thing.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sorry, y'all.
So we in agreement with updating or changing it? What was
supposed
approved?
to be done by this time, but they, I just,
You have a comment on the subject right now that we're discussing. On what she just said.
No, I don't.
Thank you. Okay. Councilman James,
Yes.
we're on the subject right now.
Yes, this is short, sweet. TA man, I already mentioned it to you earlier today, but the welcoming package, I think it should be more welcoming to cover. I
Yes,
think that it should be more festive and say something about the town pictorially,
yes,
about us, about the town.
the welcome packet, yeah.
Yes, that's all I had.
Okay.
No
William?
problem, yeah, thanks.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right. So now we will go to. Now we will go to public comments. Anything, Jay?
Nobody has their hands up.
Okay.
Somebody did ask in the comment section, what can the community room be used for when it comes to residents?
We're gonna put that out. We're gonna bring that up and put that out and let everybody know the hours and everything. We'll put that out. So right now, we don't have anything written up. We will, acquiesce to TA Ren to give us something and we'll go do that, okay?
Okay.
TA Ren?
Yeah.
Was there, anything you want to say? Go first.
I want to remind everyone that the tri-municipality event is happening this Saturday. I need confirmation from you all who's be coming so that we can actually plan accordingly with regard to items, food, etc. So can somebody, I sent an email to you guys last week. I haven't received any response, so I want to put it out there. Well, you, yes, but
I said thank you.
you said thank you, but I need to know if you're coming. So I want to make sure that
Oh, it's good.
it's going to be in Fairmont Heights. It's from 10:30 to probably
12:30, it's
1:30.
2 hours.
Oh, I think it's
Is it 12:30?
Yeah.
It's 1:30?
Oh,
Oh,
I think it's
3?
1:30. But in between, you have
I
a
can't
break.
stay for 3.
No, but there's a break in between for lunch,
But
right?
I'm saying I can't stay till 1:30.
Understands.
Okay,
And the
so
agenda was also sent to you guys, so you can sort of see what will be discussed on that day of.
I read it and I said, thank you. I apologize. I didn't respond with attending. I messed up.
Okay, so you will be coming.
Mhm.
Perfect. And then what about,
I will be-
but you were not there the last time?
And I will be here this.
Is it, I'm so sorry,
And I should be here.
You're gonna be,
Yes, she's
you're
gonna
gonna be there.
Oh, right.
I'm sorry, you were there last, I was hoping you'll be there this time, sorry, possible. Oh, you can't?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there when I can.
Okay. I mean, because it's just really nice
For
for the
your
whole,
information.
okay, it helps us for that
Okay.
break.
So were you gonna poll now? Who's coming? Is that what you're trying to get for?
No, I don't want to do it.
Or
Well, it's up to you guys.
Anita needs this?
I think that, List and then the other towns, they probably need this information just so that they can actually get
Prepare.
it together. Yeah, prepare. Especially Fairmont Heights, because they're hosting it, so they probably need to know head count so they can prepare and act accordingly.
So you would like everybody?
Yes, I
so
would
we don't go through trying to
Yes,
put anybody on the spot, but you like everybody to respond?
yes, please.
Okay, everybody, please respond to Ms. Wren about whether you're coming to the tri-municipal
Yes.
meeting on Saturday. That's what we're asking, right? Okay, thank you. All right, can I get a motion to adjourn?
No.
Oh,
So you just supposed to, for the council,
Council comments.
we haven't had we didn't have a council comments, that wasn't on it.
no, it's not on the agenda. Okay, and nobody added it, but we will go. That's correct. It's not on there. It's always on there, TA Brandon. It's my fault because I didn't notice. It's my fault. So it's, mayor and council,
Okay.
updates or comments or whatever. Okay, so we'll start with you, Councilwoman Anita.
I just want you all two things. One, the food giveaway distribution at Burma Heights is going well. A lot of the participants from here have followed us over there, and we're able to feed Fairmont Heights residents who are lining up as well and appreciative of that venture. Also, where are we with getting or scheduling the parliamentarian meeting that was put forth like 4 meetings ago?
I did call some of them. The person that you gave me the information, it's a fax number, so every time I call it doesn't work. I did ask Mr. Brad Ferrari for a contact person. And then I have one other person from Glen Arden, but I just haven't had time to basically follow up. I will do so tomorrow.
Thank you. And I'll try to get this number in.
Yeah, the number.
Fairmont Heights.
Yes, and I did also message Mayor Stewart to give me his business card, but I haven't received back from her. I will follow up with her as well, but if you can get it, that would be great.
All right, also, the, yeah, I do. Say now.
Will we come back to you? Okay, Councilman Floyd?
Yes, I invite you all to come out to the Town of Capitol Heights Toastmasters. It's held on the second and fourth Sunday of the month at 6 o'clock virtually. Also, it's held on the third Saturday in person at First Baptist Church of Capitol Heights. If you need information, feel free to reach out to me at f4s@capitolheightsmd.com. And I will forward you the information for the Town of Capitol Heights Toastmasters Club email. I just can't remember it offhand at the moment. I would like to, if Mr. Brown is on the line, if he can maybe put that information in the chat for residents to participate. Thank you, I yield.
All right, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. One other announcement is that the Finance Committee will resume meeting on the fifth Friday of the month at 2 o'clock. I yield.
Councilman James?
Yes, congratulations to the Town of Capitol Heights. We have reestablished Boy Scouts, Boys and Girl Scouts, well, let me say the proper name. Scouting America. Our Boy Scouts, Pack 7777 is official for the Town of Capitol Heights. The meetings will ensue in August. I'm trying to wait to the town hall, to the community center is finished. And I wanted to kind of break it in with having our first meeting. And also I'm getting a banner made that states such that our pack is reinstated and is active and we're looking for troops.
Yes.
Yes. So if you know anyone from the age of 5 to 13, please send them my way. That's it. That's all I have for my weekend. I yield.
Thanks. I have no comments. I'm gonna yield to Mayor Pro Tem.
You're so funny. I was gonna call him. You don't have to yield.
I leave.
Okay. Mayor Pro Tem.
Actually, Chief, when you going out of town again? I'm sorry.
14th to the 23rd. Next week.
That's next week. Okay. Yeah, because we was going to do the third Thursday. We decided to do the third Thursday of the month. Okay, so that's fine. Yeah, and we'll send out notification for the safety committee meeting. I will.
Okay. And your resolution? Sounds good. Okay, let's be good now, everybody, let's be good. Councilman Anita, did I need to come back to you? We done? We done? Okay, can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So good.
So can I get a second?
Second.
Okay, no nays, all right. TA at 9:05, meeting is adjourned.
Nice.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, residents.
I wasn't trying to be disrespectful when I said that. I was just hoping you all saw. Oh, okay. I wanted to say I wasn't being disrespectful.
Let him finish, Jordan, let him finish.